Hi, so this video is kind to tell you some exciting news slash talking about something fun. Just know this is just something fun and showing you the end product of something that I made a video of doing earlier. So sorry with the exciting news, but first I need you to like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and we're only going to give you 6 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done. So, starting with the exciting news, I never thought that day was going to come this fast. I am a grown up girl. I'm 14 now, and I get to do a lot of things. My parents never, I'm going to try to just cut to the main. So my parents never really thought so soon about leaving me home by myself for like more than like an hour at the most. Because, I'm 14 and I'm a girl that gets scared. I honestly do get scared kind of easily. I will go into Walmart sometimes, and those like furry friends and like the dinosaurs scare me. Like I get scared sometimes. So and so basically tomorrow I will be staying home by myself for at least about 3 hours, maybe a little bit longer. Here's what's happened. So about, I want to say 2.5 years ago, maybe 3, my mom had a stroke, and a lot changed since then, she's in a wheelchair, uses a walker, she doesn't move as easily. She kind of just sits in her chair all day and like watches TV and does fun things like knitting and messing on her computer. And that's cool. Well, honestly, that's a win for me because she likes to point out every little flaw in everything when it comes to like dusting. She needs to get up and like inspect at the places that she had me dust with most of the house. And she would be like, I found a piece of dust or something. And like she went over the top about it, so now like she doesn't have that power. So that's kind of nice because I don't slack off. It's just if you see one tiny piece of dust, it's just one tiny piece of dust. Like I get like, if it was like really, like if there was still a lot of dust or like still a little bit more than like 2 pieces, then I would be like, we'll just clean it up, like. But when there's only one piece, it's like kind of silly, in my opinion. But about a year and a half ago, I want to say, somewhere around there, my mom had 2 infusions, and she thinks they were a waste of money, to be honest. She genuinely, because it was like $250 or for 2. And it's not even something, basically for those who don't know what it is, essentially she goes to the place and they stick like a needle in her arm, and then they leave it in the needle is hooked up to like a tube with the stuff, and then they let it sit for 45 minutes. And then they take it out and she's done. So she had to get that done again. last time she had it done twice. The first time I didn't go. Oh, I stayed with my sister because I lived at like my sister's house. No, we did. Yeah, and then so it was no problem. The second time I went only mainly for two reasons. Number one, if I went, I got out of school, but technically not really because I had to bring my homework, or I could just stay home and do school. And so I went, like no big deal. Thought I could get a little bit fun just being out, because at the time we were like kind of just staying at home a lot, and so at the time like just getting out a little bit was like fun and free. And so basically, but here's the deal: my mom's getting it done again. She thinks they were a waste of money. They honestly weren't, because she was moving a little bit better. But she has to get them done again. So she has one tomorrow and then one next Friday. And I'm gonna basically be staying home, which honestly, there's a part of me that's like slightly nervous only because it's for that long. But for the most part, I'm really excited actually because I had the option to go over to Skylar's house because originally her mom was gonna work and she was gonna drop Skylar off over here again, but then this came up and her mom was able to get tomorrow off work and invited me to come over there. But honestly, I'm not going. I don't want to go. Nothing up against them. It's just that they have two dogs. One of them I'm fine. One I never met, so I can't tell you if I'm fine. And on top of that, they're like out. She said at one time that there were like fake snakes in her house. That two of her, she had two sons, Liam and Abel. And they are very energetic and crazy. Yeah, like, yeah, and so I just don't think that would be the smartest option. Plus, she has a cat, and I'm not the biggest fan of cats, to be honest. But but basically the place is like an hour away from us. So yeah, it's that. So essentially, we're assuming about 3 hours, maybe a little bit less. I'm, but we're gonna say 3 hours because technically it's only 45 minutes, and 2 hours and 45 minutes could literally be 2 hours and 45 minutes, and it's almost 3. But also, they're probably gonna pick up some lunch to bring back. But yeah, on other news, I gave my dad, I picked up 2 Father's Day gifts. Is that I'm about to tell you what they are, but they're kind of silly, and we gave them to him today only because in our house sometimes we just give gifts early because I have the tendency where I don't like to wait and to see people's reactions, and it's just a big thing that I have. So we went ahead and gave them today, plus he might get a trailer. Or I heard my mom talking to him about it, and it hasn't happened yet. I don't know if it is anymore, because at one point she was like, good thing I did, but then she's been talking about it a lot, so I don't really know. But for his Father's Day, I got him 2. So the first one is this Trolls chocolate surprise egg, because he loves trolls. Like, he loves some trolls. And so he got that, which gave him a fun little troll. Plus then he got this little troll world tour surprise thing. So it basically gave him a little like trolls ring type thing that I think is a pencil topper, to be honest. It looks like a ring, but it wouldn't even fit my pinky, and I have very small fingers. Or like at this age, my dad said that he had bigger hands and stuff than I did. Like everyone, or quite a few people in our family have that. I just naturally have small fingers. No harm. They still work. They still do finger stuff. Whenever they still do things that fingers do. And so with this, this was kind of very cool. I don't like trolls. I hate trolls, to be honest. And so the fact that I'm the type that won't even walk out of a store with trolls, something for someone else. So we pretty much, yeah, it was kind of, so it basically got him a little troll thing, and the actual, like, surprise egg part was also some sunglasses that were troll. So I want to show you my end product of my tie-dyeing thing. I tie-dyed today and made its own video, but I didn't show the end product because it wasn't done yet, and I hit upload. So this is cute. There's a little bit of white, but that's built like it kind of works. It wasn't meant to do that, but the very tips are like a purple. We got some pink, and I love this. And the colors that I used is I used pink, purple, red, and fuchsia. So our Walmart has like a little tie-dye section, which is kind of cool. So you can get like a big thing like with a bunch of tie-dye colors, which I don't know how much that is because I didn't see a price. Or you can, plus there's like other sets, and one of the sets you can get individual just $1 and like 50 cents for like one color for tie-dye, which is how I got the red because red seemed like it would work with my theme a little, and it did. It worked out really well, and I'm very happy with that choice. And that basically just gave, all it came with is my actual like dye stuff, which I added water to. And of course, it gave me some rubber band, some instructions that can tell you how you can like do certain and like designs and things, and then some gloves and rubber band. But I'm pretty sure I said that already. Had to make sure. Then I got a 3-pack, which gave me the pink, the purple, and the fuchsia, which I really do like. For the longest time, I didn't know I didn't know that pink and purple had a name. I always thought you just called it pinkish purple. Turns out it has a name called fuchsia. Honestly, I have to say my favorite color is fuchsia. It's been that for a while, but I didn't know that it had a name. I always just called it pinkish purple because it was slightly pink, slightly purple. So yeah. So I highly recommend tie-dyeing if you want some fun to do. And also, they had some things that you could actually tie-dye. I chose this bag because this bag was the cheapest, being like $1.50 for a nice little bag. I will probably be using this bag a lot. At first I thought, oh, I don't really need another bag, but I wanted to do something other than socks, because the other really cheap item was just basic white socks, and I wanted to like tie-dye something kind of cool, like a bag or something, and they had t-shirts that you could tie-dye, but I generally won't wear that probably because it's not JoJo. My style of like shirts and dresses are usually like JoJo, and yeah, and I felt like I wanted to do something that I would probably use. And then they had some other bags that were kind of cute, and like one that was completely white, but those were all like kind of more pricey for a bag, like they were like $5 through $8, like in that price range, 5, 6, 7, or 8, like in that price range. And I just wanted like something really cheap because I had the rest of my stuff picked out. And then also, I didn't show it on camera, but I got my mom a little gift just because I had like $1 left. And I found something at the register that my mom would like, so I got her some. She really likes gum, like extra gum. So I got her some extra gum, but it was watermelon flavored, because I never really seen her do watermelon, and honestly, she said that she hasn't tried it yet, but it seemed like something she might actually like, and if it was a waste of money, then at least it was only $1 or gone to waste, but for the most part, it sounds pretty good, like something she would honestly like, she said. So, yeah. But yeah, like, so I'm really happy that I did some tie-dye. I like tie-dyeing. It comes out cool. And that I honestly, then I thought about more, and I am probably going to use this bag a lot because I always struggle with purses. I either find one that I like, and it's a big size, like it's a big size, but it's separated into smaller pouches, so you can't really do much with it. Then, or I get a purse, and it's way too big, and it's just like something I wouldn't use because it's like big, and it comes with like other like smaller spots, and it's like overwhelming because then I don't really bring much in my purse. I bring literally a few things, and that's about it. But when it's overly big, then I'm like, I have to put more in it. Typically for me, I bring, if I have any money, then I'll bring that. And I'll bring like loose change if I have. And then I'll also bring like a few other things such as like sunglasses, and then maybe I'll sometimes bring like a nail polish or something for like on the go. Well, a nail file, I mean. So I can file my nails on the go. And then like my phone. And that's about it. Because honestly, I don't have a use for a phone really because I don't ever use it. It's kind of like, but I do like having it because it's like, wow, I actually have a phone, so that's cool. But also because that's how I talk to one of my nieces because they don't have an iPhone. They don't have a track phone, but they don't have an iPhone. I don't know what type of phone is, but it doesn't hook up to the iPad because it's not technically an iPhone. Then, so yeah, I use my phone to like talk with them. Also, I use my phone for my Instagram, and it's like my out and about thing. But yeah. Yeah, like I don't bring much, but or I get a purse and it's too small that you can't do anything, and that kind of the case with my JoJo purse. I love my JoJo purse, but it's kind of small. Like I generally can fit my phone in it and like my sunglasses, and that's about it. Like or like it's hard to just like usually I'm type that likes a purse that's a good size to where you can fit like my phone, my sunglasses, my money, and my chain, and still have like a little bit of space in it, for like other things if I ever bring other although I do usually have like a hair scrunchie or a hair tie with me because that's always a good thing to have. Because sometimes I'm out and about and like, oh, maybe I'm in the car and it's like really hot and I want to put my hair in a ponytail or something, and I can, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna start using this probably as my go-to. It is slightly damp, but nothing coming up. Also on the news, we got a shower seat, and I'm in love with it. So a long time ago, we went to like retreat thing where basically I got to go to like a little like place with like a bunch of kids and stuff and hang out and play around, you know. And then as my parents went to class and they learned about like my disease more involved on my disease on von Willebrand, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, and we were gonna stay there, but because it was like close to us, um, we stayed like one night and then we just kind of like stayed the rest of the time like at our house that night, and then we would go there during the day. And so, but the one night that we stayed there, there was a shower seat, and I got so excited, and I remember this because I was so excited over the shower seat. Not over like, oh, how nice the place, but it was over the shower seat. Personally, that retreat, mm, like for me, it was kind of more of a rip-off, because the only thing that really had me excited, we didn't even do. Yeah, we didn't even do the one thing that, like, which was yoga. We were told they were gonna do, like, yoga, and we didn't even do yoga. Literally what happened was that my parents came to pick me up on, like, the last day, and we were leaving, even because it was done, and, like, my mom comes in, and there was, like, 10 minutes. I was leaving a little early because we were leaving a little early because they were doing something like the rest of the kids or most of them. And then I had the option to join. I chose not to. Where we were like we were making like hot air balloon thing, which we did the day before, and then we were just blowing them up, doing some final blowing up, and that because they quit floating. Yeah. But I chose to stay back, and because I heard the word yoga, and I'm like, I'm staying back, you know, for you. And then they pull out these flashcards, and And for literally 1 minute, and they showed us some flashcards, and it wasn't even like, oh, we were actually doing you. No, it was literally that, oh, my mom came to pick me up. She showed me and my mom some flashcards, and then gave us a few things, which was like a little doctor's outfit and a little doctor kit, and stuff for my bear that I. So yeah, like it was kind of, but I get so excited over a shower seat. So we finally got one for my mom because my mom can't stand up for very long. Why not get her a seat for the shower? But in fairness, I used it too. I took a shower with it, and it was amazing. I was just so excited over the shower seat. But that's about it for this video. I'm excited right now. Tomorrow I'm going to do like a part 2. I'm going to basically be showing you more on what I do when I'm home by myself, more in detail, because I'm not really doing much more, but I am going to do a little more, because as my parents are going to be gone for a while, and why not just show you everything? Right now, it's just kind of hard right now because, originally, you can clearly tell my mom wants me to go with them tomorrow. Here's the thing, and I don't want to go because if I go, I'll just be sitting in a waiting room, bored out of my mind. And my dad at first my mom said, you have two options. You can go with Amanda, or you can find someone to watch you, or you can go with us. And she went because I'm not leaving you home by yourself for that long, what if something happens? And here's the thing, they worry so much when they don't have to. Literally, you want to know what I do when I'm alone? Barely anything. I pretty much watch TV and watch YouTube for most of the time, and then occasionally I'll make a snack or something. I'm very responsible and simple. I'm just that type that I don't like to break rules. There's some kids out there and teenagers that will and they get to stay home by themselves. They go crazy and break all the rules, because no one's there to tell them not to, or that they can't. I'm not that type. In any case, I'm the one that's I freak out if I literally don't, because one of the rules that they put is bring my phone everywhere in case they call. I'm the one that freaks out and gets so mad at myself if I forget to bring my phone with me to the fridge when it was on the counter. or like on one end of the counter, you know, and I'm like get so freaked out because by that I'm like, you broke the rule pretty much, and like you should be grounded or something. But then I'm happy that I don't get grounded over that. And that is it for the video. I love how this turned out. Like honestly, I do. It's like we got some fuchsia in here. We got fuchsia at the bottom, and all. It was also kind of like at the. Is the bottom red? Wait, so I can't really tell what's red and what's like fuchsia because it all kind of blends. Yep, middle, like, the one part is red, lots of fuchsia, and like, I literally, the only color that I had any left of them was the purple, and there was a little bit of, I think, pink left. And that is it for the video.